Hello viewers, good morning or good evening, whichever it may be. This is Rajesh Kumar presenting Indian Economics in YouTube channel Rajesh Kumar Nagarajan. We are discussing the part 6 area about farmers issue of rainwater draining system, and the system is a generic term as per Tamil Nadu superstar Rajanigam. I never deny that. In that, one issue is one dimension of the system is rainwater drainage system. It should not affect the farmers or weavers or dyeing industries. So all these three industries are the chain link process. While we speak about the farmers issue, I already spoken about how to store the items, provisional items, sanitary items, as well as the toiletry items in a godown, and how it has to be revalued, value added, and how to trace the demands in whichever state and whichever district it is. Because now we are talking about Indian Rupee devaluation. While we speak about Indian Rupee devaluation, many may say that in the World Trade Organization has put all trading currency should be in US dollar, but now they have recycled and rethinked about world trading currency, and they have issued an order in such a way 50% can be in US dollar, the rest 50% can be shared between importing company and importing country and exporting country as per the demands and necessity. Proportionate ratio. So in that way they can increase their own country currency value against US dollar. In this way only we can increase the US country currency against US dollar. Indian rupee devaluation is a major concern for all Indians residing in India and working within India. Now prices are rising is due to NRI's income, NRE's income, and NRO's income. What are these? NRI means non-residents of Indians, and non-residents of externals, and non-residents of origin. All these three categories who are working abroad or settled in abroad and who have dual citizenship or single citizenship or green card holder or permanent residency, all the and employee pass, employment pass, visa pass, all those people will come only once in 1 year or 2 years because of the financial crisis towards the family's liabilities and expenses and the necessities. It is inevitable. But what the builders are doing at present, they are not fixing the market value as per the Indians earning within India. They are fixing the price against the NRI, NRE and NRO's earning requirement, because they will be giving more money. They will be giving 500 rupees for a 100 rupees product. In this way they are doing fooling business and as well as cheating business, and fake businesses also come into existence. The vigilance department in India is sleeping very well, eating well and sleeping well. While I was doing my +1 and +2 in Madras Christian College Higher Secondary School during the year of 1982 to 1989, Mr. Periyasamy told me, eating like a pig, sleeping like a pig. That's what all the vigilance departments are doing at present. So I don't want to mention that word directly to them, but this word also refers to all those government employees who are having powers in their hand, and who have muscle power and energy power as well as potential power, influential potential power. They should be doing vigilance over these corporate companies, industrial companies, or they are doing proper, or they are giving proper taxes. Because nobody is Mahatma Gandhi, they can self-declare truthfully. All will be doing falsifying only and fooling declarations only to the income tax department, IT department. So here I-T department. So income tax department should have sufficient employees and should have target settings towards the unaccountable money stored in all the corporate companies and all the industrial companies who are running more than two sectors, 2 units or 2 companies, or more than two branches. In such a way, they have to be invigilated. Nobody will complain against them because all are will be employee of that unit only, or one or depending on other companies chain link. As I stated before, automobile companies, I already stated a chain link. Car company will give subcontract to some companies which are producing car spare parts, and that car spare parts company will give subcontract. The car company will give contract to spare part companies, but contract spare part companies, car spare part companies will give subcontract to other subsidiary car featuring companies, production companies like silencer, tire, tube, etc. Likewise, they have to be all are in one roof. In this way, we have to invigilate. Vigilance department should vigilate. Once advertisement comes more than 20 times or 30 times in an hour in a channel, they have to be, that company need to be vigilated. Their incomes has to be squatted. Right, income tax right is a must, because even though the demonetization policy came into existence, it has controlled 40% of cash on hand transaction policy. Still 60% cash on hand transaction policies do exist by the ex-MLAs, ex-MPs and politically influenced peoples and ruling party MLAs and MPs all over India, that need to be curtailed to 40% significance level. So once a cash on hand transaction is curtailed to 40% significance level, the ATM machines will be reduced to 80% significance, to come into wherever will be reduced to 20% significance level. And when there is a digital currency transaction through Indian Rupee itself within India is must, because Indian Rupee devaluation is mainly all the amount is being accumulated within India only. Through Hawala only it need to be transferred to other countries. So if within India, Indian Rupee is being vigilated properly and in a constrained manner, government budgeting, central government at least required per annum, to my consideration, 45 lakh crores. Without 45 lakh crores, central government cannot run by itself in a year. So for 5-year term period, you can yourself calculate 45 lakh into 5 crores. Okay, so in this way we have to budgeting. So income has to be generated to normal taxes and with proper taxes. Why I am discussing about this issue is because this only will generate government a good revenue. Because many of my friends say that government should not do enterprise value, enterprising things. Yes, if that should not be done means the government should govern properly. Governance itself is poor governance, is a sluggish governance, is an inactive governance. They are just acting as if they are governing, but not in real so. That is a major thing. Now I am going to cross 51 complete, but since these corruptions are existing even before my birth, that is a sad issue. So now there is no war. By God's grace or divine power, we can regenerate, and we should monitor more cautiously, because now everybody now government knows the actual database of each people through their Aadhaar card. So everybody have to link their Aadhaar to the PAN, and the PAN has to be linked to the account details. That is a must. And to each and every document, government document related companies, departments or sections. For example, death certificate, death department section, birth certificate, birth department section, taluk office, sub-register office, register office, salary encountering office, pension encountering office. All these need to be interlinked. Some data can be hid, some data need to be restricted, and some data need to be sent to the respective department for them to follow up and decide what are the various schemes and how the schemes can be implemented and how the schemes can be targeted. In this also, then only the government will have more revenue. While we speaking about the central government, I spoke about per annum Indian government should have 45 lakh crores, but to run a solidarity of the country. But at the same time, while we speaking about any state, it has to leave at least between 75,000 lakh crores to 75,000 lakh crores to 1.5 lakh crores. Budgeting need to be there for each and every state. So each and every state need to regenerate their own resources. While Lalu Prasad was chief minister, he should have generated in Bihar the revenue through breeding animals. That is milk, butter, curd, as well as ghee, as well as cattle breeding. Cattle breeding means here buffalo breeding, cow breeding, pig breeding, white pig or black pig breeding, goat breeding, cock, hen, chicken, egg. Like that there are many varieties of breedings. As well as sea animals breedings also should be done. So in this way he should have generated more revenue. But he failed to do that. That is the main lack of his, though he had a good knowledge, he is not a good educationalist, but still he has done many things. So in such a way, the chief minister should also get into know whoever are the weaknesses should be played in such a way that the bad people should be converted to good in such a way to the poverty people, their own political party oriented. For Bahujan Samaj Party means there are many poverty people in Bahujan Samaj Party and Samajwadi Party. Like that, their own poverty people voters, they have to take care of their own voters' poverty nature. And moreover, all the parties are getting more donations, either from corporate companies, industrial companies, automobile companies, engineering companies, builders, billionaires. All these people are shedding their money to the various political parties to utmost level. So all those monies need to be sourced to poverty voters towards their own political party people, and they should resource those sourced money towards their political poverty voters, and they have to make a good some money. In this way only they can make everyone live together as well as a good living style and a standard of living. That is most important. When we talk about standard of living and living style, there is a education is must. So education is the basic criteria for each and everything for welfare. But I do hear that people who are 8 plus, 18 plus doesn't want education at all because they doesn't want to learn at all. Such attitude people need to be utilized for physical works and make them to do good things rather than dawn and boon things. Rowdyism. That is not a good attitude for all ex-chief ministers and present chief ministers, ex-MLAs and present MLAs, ex-MPs and present MPs and ex-ministers and present ministers, whoever it may be, in whichever state may be, and they have to be do good nature, do good before they die towards their own political parties, poverty voters at least. Towards their own political parties, poverty voters at least. In this way only they can retain their own voting value and they can increase their voting percentage and they can come into ruling existence too. But not in a bullshit manner, not in a bully manner or in doing humbug things, down-boon things and rowdyism things that will not fetch a good death. That people already seen in J. Jayalalitha's case. So, and we already seen in Dr. MGR case also. MGR also suffered a lot, but a little bit okay, comparing to J. Jayalalitha. So, in this way, we need to consider more issues. while we talking about farmers issue, farmers are the major spinal cord as per our Mahatma Gandhiji's word. He died before 24 years. Before 24 years I born. Okay. After he died, once he died, after 24 years I born. So I am myself giving this much lecture means how do 68 plus above 68 age group and above 78 age group and above 88 age group should give proper training and fine tuning towards the youngsters. I very much thankful to every viewers in a submissive manner with a sincerity and courtesy whoever listened my Indian economics presentation.